Welcome back. Today I am talking all about the best way to market your med spa and wellness practice in 2025 and through 2026. If we don't know each other, I'm Carolyn Hefner. I've been in the Facebook and Instagram ads space for the last 12 years since I graduated college, and then I worked at a local agency. I started their digital division. I grew it from 3 clients to 27 clients. I fell in love with social media marketing and Facebook and Instagram advertising, and it was really around the time when Facebook advertising became a thing. And then I went to a local university, and then finally in 2019, when I had my first daughter, I decided that I needed to take the leap into my own business. I always knew entrepreneurship was going to be something in my life because my dad is an entrepreneur, my aunts and uncles are entrepreneurs. I just knew that this life was made for me. And then in 2020, right when the world shut down, I handed in my notice at my cozy state job. I had a 1-year-old and I had another baby on the way, and I took the leap and I tripled my income within 3 months of quitting my 9 to 5. So I couldn't be more grateful that I did that and that I took the leap, because that decision led me to 5 years straight of a 6-figure business, a 6-figure ads agency. And we're only growing that now because of this proven ad strategy, because we have been able to consistently get our clients incredible results with our ads. And it's not just one strategy, right? We have different strategies. Everything is customized to our clients, to the T, and we're very hands-on. I like to call ourselves a boutique ad agency because I don't onboard 1,000 clients. I have a very small group of clients. I vet my clients very well before we take them on, because I want not only us to be successful, but I want you to be successful. I don't want you wasting your hard-earned money on ads if you're not ready for ads, okay? And that's my biggest thing, and I'm very transparent with people. If you are not ready for ads, I'm not going to encourage you to run ads. If you don't have the systems in place to support the leads that we're about to bring you, then you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle, just straight up. And I'm not going to let you struggle. I'm going to connect you with people who can get you to that place where you are ready to scale, that will help you with your social media marketing and your organic marketing and your local marketing to establish yourself as the go-to expert, as the go-to aesthetic injector, as the go-to doctor, nurse practitioner, whatever it is that you are in your area, and get you standing above the competition before you launch ads. Because again, I understand how hard you work for your money. I know how hard I work for my money, and I want all of my clients to be as successful as possible. And I have a great story, just really quickly. One client who we just onboarded this summer, she has been following me for the last 2 years. We had a discovery call 2 years ago, right when she started her practice. She knew she wanted to hire me. I was actually on her vision board, but she knew she needed to set up the systems to get to the point where she could bring on an agency to run her marketing. And it's like the best decision she's made. Since hiring us in July, she has been booked out 3 weeks to 4 weeks in advance with our marketing, and she's at the point now where she might need to hire another practitioner because she is so busy. She is so swamped in the best way possible, and she has grown, I think, from like 300 some clients to 600 clients, and we're keeping track till she hits 1,000, and then we're gonna have a big celebration. So more to come on that, but that's my quick story. I just wanted to show you guys, number one, what we're all about. So we are a female-led boutique ads agency founded by me, Carolyn Hefner, with a tight-knit team of ad specialists and a dedicated graphic and video designer. So this is my ads expert, tech expert, ad strategy expert, Natalie. I would not be able to run this business without her. She is incredible, and she is my rock and my right-hand woman in this business. And then, of course, we have Rachel, who is our graphic designer and video editor, and she helps us with all our graphics because I can't do all of that myself. I can do some of it. I am creative brain. I think it's right-brained, or maybe it's left-brained. I don't know. But I can't do it all. It's just there's not enough hours in the day. And if you know me, you know I have 4 children. You know I homeschool. You know I have a lot going on, a lot of irons in the fire. And while I love the chaos and I love being busy and having my plate so full, I just can't do it all, right? And I have to outsource some of it. And in this next year, in 2026, we are probably looking at hiring even more team members to expand our boutique agency, and also to make sure that we are giving our clients the best and most support possible. And I can keep yapping about this forever, but I want to dive into like why you're even here and what's working in med spa and wellness marketing in 2025 and what will work throughout 2026. And the reason I say this is going to work throughout the rest of 2025, throughout 2026, and the foreseeable future is because, let me back up. I know that when it comes to marketing, trust will always be in, okay? I know there are trending things that'll come and go, and you see the trends and the reels and things like that. Trust and building a brand authentically and creating connection between you and your clients that's literally what's going to it's always going to be in. It's always going to be in style because it's always going to bring in new patients who feel like you understand them and you connect with them. So that's why I know that this strategy is going to work again this year, next year, the year after, because building trust is what business is all about, and especially in this industry. And this is why I think it's so important. I know it's so important to hire an agency or an expert who has been in this agency or been in this industry for so long, because we understand the metrics, we understand what we're looking for, the analytics, we understand how to get results. And you can hire any general marketing agency to get you results, but I'm going to tell you, they're not going to be as good as if you hire somebody who understands the industry. I actually had a discovery call the other day with a potential client, and she was saying how she hired agency after agency, and one was a general agency, and then she hired an expert in her team, and then she was doing her ads herself. And she was like, I just want somebody who understands this industry, understands this niche, and knows how to get results, and I'll spend whatever it takes to get those results to scale this business because I believe in it. And that's exactly what I want to hear. Those are the type of clients that I love to work with, because I know that they will do what it takes, and they will listen to our expertise, and they'll know that like whatever we say will work because we've seen it work over and over again. I always tout to my clients, like, this ad strategy has never not worked for our clients. This strategy is so proven. I believe in it so fully that if you don't see results within the first 30 to 60 days, I honestly, that's something like maybe even I should include, but I do believe like we would give a money back guarantee, because genuinely I believe so fully in this strategy that I know that you're going to get results. So with that said, let's dive into it quickly. Okay, so let's just quickly break down the ROI, because the whole point of running ads is to make sure that you are bringing in a return on ad spend, right? So the ROAS or the ROI. So this is what I like to talk to my potential clients about, but this is just a very basic example. Let's say that the cost to acquire a new patient is anywhere from like $10 to $100. So for our clients, a lot of times if they're running a sale, if they're running a Botox sale, especially at the end of the year, as we get closer to Black Friday, as we get closer to the holidays, you're gonna see lead costs drop down from maybe $50 or $30 to $10 because Botox sells, right? Filler sells, lip filler, things like that. Let's say for for this example, the average revenue per patient is around $530. Again, some people spend less, some people spend more, but let's say that the average revenue of a patient that comes in spends about $530. I want you to imagine you hire us, okay? And within 2 weeks, you're starting to get leads in, you're starting to get bookings, okay? Imagine our ads bring you 10 new patients per week, okay? So let's just do the math really quickly. I don't love math, but this is just a basic math problem, okay? $30 times 10, okay, 10 new patients equals $300, okay? That's your ad spend, $30, $300 ad spend, okay? If those 10 people, if each of them spend $530, that's $5,300 of revenue that you make every single week. Additional revenue, in addition to like referrals and calls and people like Google searching you and organic social media, right? In addition to that. Then obviously you take out the ad spend, right? So we spent $300 to get the $5,300. Let's subtract that. So you make $5,000 of profit. Okay. That's an extra $5,000 per week or $20,000 a month that you didn't have before because of your ads. Okay. Because of your Facebook and Instagram ads. And again, this is in addition to the referrals of your current patients. This is in addition to people like Googling you and finding you. This is in addition to your organic social media, and in addition to the local marketing that you're doing and any of that. Okay. And those things you should have in place before you run ads, just so you know. If not all of them, but if any of them, you should have like organic social media and referrals and things like that. Okay, so that's what I like to break down to my clients to make them understand like the potential ROI. And that's just the beginning, okay? That's just the baseline. So if you spend $300 a week, that's going to get you to potentially to $5,000 extra a week, okay, or $20,000 extra a month. The more you spend, the more you're going to make, the more people you're going to be able to reach, okay? So let me just talk quickly about the sales funnel, okay? We want your patients to trust you so much that when they book with you, they are genuinely excited about the full aesthetic and wellness transformation that you offer. And we're going to show them that through your content. We're going to build that trust. We're going to build that connection. We're going to build that authority through your content and through your ads, okay? And your content probably already does that. And a lot of my clients that end up hiring us are like, wow, I didn't realize I had so much content that you can just like repurpose in ads. I mean, a lot of times you do. And a lot of times the algorithm, especially on Instagram, is so crappy that most of your followers haven't even seen that content. So we're going to blast it in front of them with your ads, okay? Again, this is why ads don't just sell. They build anticipation, they build credibility, they build trust every step of the way because you're constantly in front of them, showing them your results, showing them what you know, showing them your client stories, showing them, what you're all about, your mission and things like that. Ads keep you top of mind with your current patients too, so they're not tempted to shop around or go elsewhere because every time they log in, they're seeing you, okay? And oftentimes I feel like when I log in and I see my injector, who I absolutely adore, I'm not going to shop around. I'm not apt to shop around because I see her and not only that, like I would feel guilty of shopping around, right? I trust her fully and I wouldn't go anywhere else, okay? So this is how the ad strategy works. First step, and this is going to work throughout the rest of 2025 and through 2026 because this ad strategy isn't just it's not built on like flash sales or trending topics, right? Or trending like marketing tactics. It is built on trust. We are building trust with this ad strategy. We're building connection. We're building authority. And those things, like I said, will always be in, okay? Number one, we get people to watch your video, okay? We create a video. We have you create like 3 videos that are 60 to 90 seconds. And it's just you talking face to camera. And it can be like quick clips of you like talking face to camera, then walking through your practice and then this and that, right? We're getting people to watch that video and you're basically just talking to people about who you are, your experience, the number of clients you've served, how long you've been in business, what your mission is, what your specialty is, what you specialize in. And then through that, you could also show like before and afters and things like that and transformations. The goal is just to get these people to watch this video. So new people to be familiar with you and current patients to just watch your video and be like, oh, I love her, okay? Once people watch that video, we want people to watch that video for around 50% of the video. Okay, 25 to 50%. I like 50%. 75 is even better. We're going to then take that subset of people who watch that video with the 50% retention, and we're going to deliver them a series of videos that build authority, build connection, and build trust. And how do we do that? Okay, we do that with user-generated content. So that's people walking through your practice and saying, come with me as I get my first micro needling at XYZ Medspa with XYZ injector with your name, okay? And then they show the before and afters. It can be testimonial videos where they say, I went to XYZ Medspa, I saw XYZ injector, XYZ aesthetic practitioner, and I am obsessed with my results, and here's why, and here, let me show you how it works, okay? That's the second one. The third one is going to be you talking face to camera and talking about your specialty. Again, this builds authority, talking about how you know what you know. The fourth one could be, and this my client actually just did this a couple weeks ago, could be you telling the story of a client and saying like, this was her before, this is what we did, this is the process I took her through, and it can like clip to you like meeting with the client, and this is her after, and show the picture. She did this with medical weight loss, and the before and after was incredible, and it was just a few weeks apart. There was also another video she did with PRP. Again, a few weeks past, it was like 2 sessions and the results were incredible, okay? That builds authority, it builds trust, it shows that you know what you're doing, and it shows that you can get your clients results, okay? Another thing that we do with this is we show the services that you offer, and this can be you like talking about your services. This could be just a B-roll video of like all the services that you offer. And then also like, again, testimonials, I'm trying to think of another one that we do. Oh, just like relatable connection videos, photos of your team and like what they can expect when they come see your team and what they're going to walk out with. More confidence, more glowing skin. People are going to ask, what did you have done? Things like that. Okay, so that's the series of videos that we're going to deliver to them, and they get delivered to them like every couple days. So every time they log on, they're seeing a new video. So they're not being fatigued by seeing the same messaging over and over again. And a lot of these agencies will just hit people with the same messaging over and over again, and the frequency is going to be like a 6 to 10, and you're like, I'm so sick of seeing this ad. We don't want people saying that. We want people to see new ads, new creatives from you every couple days. So they're like, wow, this Medspa has it all, okay? Like a well-rounded ad strategy. And then finally, the third step, once they get through and see all those videos, is pushing them off the fence and getting them to book. Now, we can do this with a couple different things. Number one, you can run a flash sale. You don't have to, okay? I have one client who loves flash sales. I have another client who wouldn't even go near a flash sale because she wants to keep the integrity of her brand and she wants to keep her practice luxury. She is a surgeon, so she wants people to understand that like this is an investment in your wellness and it's worth every penny, okay? Not to say that my other client doesn't have a luxury service, but she just loves flash sales. She loves a good deal, okay? And she knows her clients like a good deal. Or you could create an irresistible offer, and this is like a bundle, right? So this is something like, let's say you do like a microneedling package and you add on an LED light therapy or something like that for them to come in again. Or I don't know, I'm trying to think, like you have, let's say you have like a lymphatic drainage massage and then you add in like a sauna session or a cryotherapy session or something like that, okay? For medical weight loss, you could say like, okay, if you go through our medical weight loss session, you're going to get I'm like totally blanking. What is it? I'm like totally blanking. It's the machine where they're like basically going through and helping. Oh, cool sculpting. Oh my gosh. Or something like that, right? Because that goes together and it gets them coming back after. Or you can add like an IV therapy or something like that in addition to what they're already doing. So let's say they're doing medical weight loss, you can add in like an IV therapy when they join or something like that. Basically an irresistible offer that gets them off the fence and gets them booking, okay? This should be something that makes them feel luxury, it makes them feel VIP, but doesn't discount your services and doesn't cost you a ton to do and doesn't require a ton from your staff and from you, okay? So think about that, give that a little brainstorm. That's how the strategy works. Again, it's not built on sales, okay? So this is an example of the introductory video. This is our client. We have you create the video and then we create everything else. So we edit the video, we add captions, we add the header on it. We also create the ad copy, and it's not AI. So the goal, again, is just to get people to watch, and this is not AI. We write all the ad copy. We, again, can like edit your videos, things like that. Then we have the nurture sequence, and this is my client, Dr. Erica. Again, this like walks them through each step, right? So it's services, it's reviews. We use carousels and video. It doesn't just have to be video. I like carousels, especially for services and for testimonials. We do, again, like an authority video. We do how you're going to feel when you walk into our facility and walk out of our facility. And this is like team photos, so they can get used to like who's on the team. We do a user generated or a testimonial, and then something fun and funny. And this was to promote their IV infusion. And then finally, their bottom of funnel ads. And Amanda, again, she loves a good sale. Dr. Erica, it's free consultation. So just getting people in the door and booking their consultations. And with these ads, Dr. Erica is constantly saying, and I'm going to show you guys a review and a video testimonial from Dr. Erica, but she's always saying that people that see these ads, number one, they recognize her out in public. So it's made her like a local celebrity because of these ads, and she's like the go-to in the area, and she's in Tampa, Florida. But also when people come in, they literally have no questions because the ads have already answered all of their questions. So when they come in, they slam their credit card down and they're ready to buy. And that's what you want. You want people to have seen you so many times and trust you so fully that by the time they come in, they have no questions. They're just ready to work with you, and they're excited to work with you, and they're excited to see their results because you've showed them what is possible when they work with you. And this, I love to show like just some of my client results. I have so many more, but this is just like a highlight reel. I like to call it my wall of wins. This is a few client testimonials, and you can take a look at this. I can like link this, or if you want to see it before you hire us, I can send it your way. This is a case study that we did for my client, Dr. Erica, New Vitality Health and Wellness. Again, I can link this if this is something you guys are interested in seeing. These are their goals and their ROAS. This is their results, their like progress report. This is her feedback. And again, she would, within the first 2 weeks of hiring us, we saw a massive like drop off with her ads, and we got stressed, and we reached out to her and we were like, hey, we noticed like the ads have tanked completely. What is going on? And she was like, no, they're still working. It's people aren't booking through the website. They're calling because they want to get in sooner. And she was actually booked out. We launched the ads, and within 2 weeks, we launched ads in February. Within 2 weeks, she was booked out through April. And I talk about this story a lot because it's a testament to this strategy that once you just put your content on blast with ads, it's just a matter of scaling from there. A lot of times it's just like your organic content can only reach so many people, and virality is not a strategy. Like trying to go viral is not a sustainable strategy. Yes, it's great, and if you do go viral, it can bring bookings. My dog is barking in the background. I'm sorry if you can hear my kids. But having a strategy, taking control of your ads, taking control of your marketing and your income with ads is the best strategy, because when you have control of it, you know that you're going to see consistent results. Okay. This is how you work with us. Just like quickly, if you want to work with us, you can send a message to me via Instagram. You can fill out our form. You'll book your clarity call. I'll send a proposal after the call if we feel like it's a good fit on both ends. I want it to be a good fit for us as much as it is a good fit for you. And also I want you to make sure that like you're ready for ads again. We'll send a proposal once you decide like the length of time you want to work together and the tier, because there's like different tiers and packages. You'll sign a contract. We'll book our strategy call, and before my team and I will work together to build out your ad strategy. We'll set up your tech right on that call, so you don't have to worry about the tech part. We'll create your ads. We'll have a whole like if you decide on like the higher end package, I send you like a video vault with all the videos that we'll need. You'll do those videos, we'll create your ads, and then within a couple weeks, you'll see a booked calendar. We usually say results within 30 to 60 days. Sometimes it's sooner, depending on how much you're set up for success. Sometimes it takes a little longer, depending on your local area, depending on how rural you know your area is and how much education they need versus how really, if you live in a city, you tend to see more people who understand like the aesthetics industry, who understand the wellness industry, and these more like holistic medications and medicines and things like that. So that is what's going to work in marketing in 2025 and throughout 2026 and more. If you guys have questions, leave the comments below. If you want to see specific things, if you have specific questions, if you want to see me do specific videos, I drop one YouTube video a week. Let me know. Leave it in the comments, and I will do that, and I will share my knowledge with you. My goal is just to be as transparent as possible about how to run profitable Facebook and Instagram ads for the Medspa industry. Like I said, if you have questions, let me know. And as always, subscribe to this channel, and go ahead and follow me over on Instagram.